Hello, Minglava. 안녕하세요. Today is good day for me because I have the chance to make my presentation. The title is Shock on the Political Economy of Myanmar, and thanks Komra and all responsible for BAG seminar. First of all, I would like to present the importance of subject or topic. Sir Fanivel suggested that many countries have been ruined because their rulers did not understand or did not practice some principle of political economy. I have used intermediate mind topic. I hope all of you may see and understanding the following. Actually, natural disaster or shocks cannot be changed, and political economy of Myanmar has to be changed or transformed. But Myanmar rulers authorities do not want to understand or practice their political economy of Myanmar because they are trying to create their power. Entirely, natural disaster or shocks may be changed, but they can't change their power or authority. In Myanmar, level 3 shocks are significantly different. Shock 1, Nagis 2008, was in Delta area. Shock 2, flood and landslide 2015 affected the whole country, and shock 3, COVID-19 2020 struck the world level that has not just finished. As a result, impact of these shocks will be significantly different. Let us move on to the context of political economy of Myanmar that will be focused on the 5 parts: border effects, political system, state structure, ethnicity, and citizenship. For border effect, Myanmar is the largest mainland country in Southeast Asia and population is 53.17 million for 2018. Most of neighboring countries are big, large, and or populated nations: Bangladesh, India, China, and Thailand, as well as Laos, and practicing different political systems. Same ethnicity of people lives in Myanmar and some neighboring countries. So, neighboring countries' population, policy, political system affected or shaped Myanmar's political, social, economic system one way or another. For political system, Myanmar has much experience basic type of political systems: autocracy, laissez-faire, and democracy. My presentation only focused on the political system after independence in 1948. From 1948 to now, 2020, totally about 72 years, Myanmar was ratified and promulgated 3 constitutions: 1947 Constitution, 1974 Constitution, and 2008 Constitution. Briefly, Myanmar is administered by the following types: 49 years with autocracy, 23 years with democracy, and 37 with constitution, 35 years with no constitution with military rule. So, Myanmar's political system is not stable. Needless to say, rules or laws have to be complicated. For state structure, presidential structure is based on the 2008 Constitution. It has practiced the second 5-year term. Is Myanmar's state structure the unitary state or federal state? Some scholars suggest that Myanmar is a unitary parliamentary republic under its 2008 Constitution, and practice of this system is highly centralized. Actually, Myanmar is combined of mixed unitary state and federal state because state structure is the union constituted by 7 regions, 7 states in the union territories. Besides, 1 sub-administrative division and 5 administrative zones are delineated. This type of unclear state structure created big internal issues in the nation. For ethnicity. Now, nation state only based on the ethnicity, nationality, as I can say it, that is not clearly based on the citizenship. Nation's name is based on the largest population of the one ethnic group or nationality, Myanmar or Burma. Name of 7 states are based on the name of specific ethnic groups. However, other different ethnic groups live together in the state. So, Myanmar practices big discrimination based on the ethnicity and territory. The result began a specific divide and rule process. We must establish ethnic-based institutions in any place, not specific ethnic territory. For citizenship. Process of citizenship are essential for political situation of Myanmar. The word universal is very important for citizenship process. If one country use universal for their citizenship identifications, citizenship process will be beyond the country or state's sovereign power. So, my own view, Myanmar citizenship process should not promote universal level, but should be implemented to govern the whole country to recognize clearly and easily whether who is citizens or not. Now, nation building of Myanmar is not clearly based on citizen, it is partially based on the ethnicity or sometimes religions. So, civil rights, social rights, economic rights, and political rights are very complicated. We must build nation state based on citizens. The result of the combination of these contexts became ethnic armed organizations. Most of states, sub-administrative division and some administrative zones are located in border areas. Most of ethnic people live in state sub-administrative division and sub-administrative zones. Almost all armed groups are affiliated with a specific ethnic group. According to the map, there are at least 20 ethnic armed organizations in Myanmar. Resources, human, material, and money have to be used for these issues. So that means waste of country valuable resources. Now let us move to the shocks. Shock 1, Cyclone Nargis. Cyclone Nargis struck the Myanmar on the 2nd and 3rd May 2008. The damage was most severe in the delta areas. What important changes happened after the shock 1? Many important and significant changes happened after Nargis. State Constitution of the Republic of Myanmar was ratified and promulgated on 29 May 2008. According to the Constitution, first election was held in 2010 and Union Solidarity and Development Party USDP party declared victory in 2011. Political, economic, social, and administrative reform were undertaken by USDP government. Special changes were from autocracy under military rule to democracy elected government, from common economy to market economy, from the central system top down to bottom up, from zero sum to win-win. A lot of non-government organizations were formed. A lot of young people made out migration, internal migration, and immigration, international immigration. Shock 2, flood and landslide 2015. Torrential rains and the onset of Cyclone Goman triggered severe and widespread flood and landslide in July and August 2015 across 12 out of 14 states and regions in Myanmar. What important changes happened after the shock 2? National League for Democracy won landslide victory and NLD party took power. Shock 3. The COVID-19 became the catastrophe of pandemic and global health crisis. On 23 March 2020, Myanmar confirmed its first and second case, the second COVID-19 cases. For the presentation, information on COVID-19 on 4 June 2020 was discharged. What important changes happened after the shock 3? Affecting impact of the shock 3 COVID-19 cannot be explained because it is still in the happening stage. But this shock 3 will be more severe and damaged compared with the previous shocks. Let's change the gross domestic product GDP, including the overall GDP, agri industry service EIS GDP, per capita GDP, per capita investment and per capita consumption. According to the official sources, annual growth rate of GDP has declined after the shocks, especially the annual growth rate of agriculture GDP has significantly declined after the shocks. Per capita consumption GDP had also significantly declined after the shocks. However, affecting impact of shock 3 cannot be explained because it is still continuing and data information GDP during the COVID period is not available. Now, we move to the desire of Myanmar peoples and country. What Myanmar people wants. Safaniwe describes 3 types of Myanmar people's want: support life, food, clothing, shelter; extend life, sports, entertainment, and beauty; use like education, health, participation in public activities. According to Myanmar history, Asian Myanmar people prefer freedom rather than the material well-being or physical well-being. What Myanmar country want? Democracy or economy? According to the title Myanmar, a political economic analysis, most Myanmar citizens opt for economy. Now, where has Myanmar country reached? According to 2008 Constitution, Myanmar has political parties. Myanmar has ပြည်ထောင်စုလွှတ်တော် ပြည်သူ့လွှတ်တော် and အမျိုးသားလွှတ်တော် for national level, regional လွှတ်တော် or state လွှတ်တော် for states and regional level. So, Myanmar has statesmen and politicians. But in my own view, Myanmar needs great statesmen and his or her qualification must be professional politics and states. No great statesman, no peace. Now, conclusion for long-term process. To overcome the presented issues, I would like to present the following formal institution: legislative, executive, judicial should be based on the rights, civil rights, social rights, political rights, and human rights. Informal information can be established or formed freely any type of purpose. For example, ethnicity, religious, culture, etc. Informal information can support facts for formal institution, but should not be established as the system. Thank you so much for your attention.ကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်. Kamsahamnida.